Hi and welcome back to my channel. It's Rina and I have returned from a bit of a pause. I really missed reading for the collective, for anyone who might need it. But it was a perfect getaway, it was a perfect pause, it was a perfect, rejuvenation. So now I feel like my cup is full and I can actually continue pouring it back, and as I grow and evolve, hopefully these readings will be useful to anyone who come in contact with it. You will find the information that you need to hear. So this one's topic is about your hidden parts, is about what you don't see about yourself. What are some things that maybe you overlook, or some things that not really are in the forefront of your mind regarding yourself, regarding your own image. Maybe you are aware of it somewhere very deep inside, but you don't really pay attention to it. So I don't know what will come through, whether it will be your wounds, your triggers, your shadow self, or will it be something very uplifting? I don't know what will come through, but here are the groups that you can choose from. This is group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. So you may take your time and pick, and I'll see you timestamps. Hi, group number 1, welcome to your reading. So I'm starting with you guys. So let's see, what do you have here? What is your hidden side? What you don't see about yourself? So I'm gonna begin with these cards. There's this message coming through that sometimes you don't trust your own instincts. Sometimes you don't pay attention to what you actually feel deep inside, but it's actually true and it's actually right. I feel like sometimes you may not see value in yourself completely. Maybe you have quite healthy self-esteem, but there is also this energy that sometimes you don't trust yourself fully. Like there is this a little bit of insecurities that I'm picking up on, and this is not a place of judgment. This is just literally what's coming through, and it's not like I'm perfect. It's just what I see here. So something about the things that you don't see about yourself is actually that you're capable. You're more capable than you think. You're more inspiring to people than you think, and you're more of a, I feel like you have these kind of star qualities about you. And I'm channeling, and I don't even look at the cards, to be fair, but there is just these energies that something about you is very, very great, but you don't see it sometimes. Maybe you see it, or this was some sort of childhood trauma. Someone told you that you're weird, and you kind of have shielded that part of you from the world. But this is actually what is so great about you. This is actually your secret ingredient. This is actually your magic that is supposed to be seen and is supposed to be accentuated, is supposed to be shown. actively to the world. Something about that. What you don't see about yourself is that you're great. You're really great. I feel like this group needs a reminder that you're like one of the best people ever. You're you're super capable, and you have some sort of gift. This is a gift. What that part that you subconsciously want to hide from the world is actually a huge gift, is actually your soul, your essence. And I feel there is a strong pull, there's a strong need. Your guides are saying don't hide it. And it may feel terrifying to actually express it. Trust me, I've been there. It may feel terrifying to actually express it. But when you do, there will be such a strong feeling of satisfaction, such a strong feeling of this is actually me, and this is actually what I want to do, and this is actually where I want to grow, where I feel there is a reason, where I feel that this is not pointless to go and dive into this direction, because this is what I've always wanted to do, this is who I always was, before someone told me that this is too much, before my protection mechanism kicked in, self-preservation mechanism, so that you don't go crazy. I feel like now is the time to let go of it. Now is the time to show it to the world. Now is the time to show your purity, show your pure version to the world. Something about trying to not care about what others think, but not even that, more like putting yourself on a pedestal and really raising yourself up, really telling yourself that I am worth it, and every successful person is sort of weird, and what brings people success, something unique that they do, something that is not done by everybody else, something of their own. This is the way of successful people, right? And you're being told right now to prioritize yourself first of all, because when you prioritize yourself, you don't really care what others think. You dive heads into what you really feel needs to be done. And this is what you're being called to do, because also there is this energy that it's a waste, because you have this crazy good gift, you have this amazing gift about you, like your mind especially. I feel like the way sort of God created you, if you will, is very special. And it's like there's this energy from your guides that trust us that you will feel so overjoyed when you actually share your truth to the world, when you actually share what you came here to be, when you release those walls that you have built yourself. It will feel so gratificating, and it will feel liberating, and it's like you will step into the whole new world when you do that, and the whole new world of opportunities will arise in front of you, and you wouldn't have to hide that part, and you wouldn't have to work a job that is not yours. You wouldn't have to be someone you're not. You will just be unapologetically yourself, and you won't even think about what others have to say. That will just be like, what? Why would you think about it? There will be this courage, you know, maybe right now there is not much courage in you, but you will develop it. That's what I feel like from this reading. You will develop this courage. You will actually learn to wear your heart on the sleeve and not give a flipping F what anybody has to say about it. You will actually want to, the other way around, show this amazing brain to the world, show this, you know, your gift to the world, whatever it is that, first of all, I feel like this makes you happy. This makes you happy, but then also other people are like intoxicated by your joy. And you're also being called to give your creative energy a practical expression. So you may want to be thinking about that part of you that was hidden, and in what ways do you want to show it to the world? Where can you actually be useful? Where can you actually practically put it into motion, if that makes sense? Where can you actually implement that part of you, that crazy genius, or, you know, whatever pure sweet child energy, whatever it is that was hidden from the world. And I feel like that may also be like psychic gifts as well. Maybe you see auras or stuff like that. Maybe you see some sort of entities with your eyes, and you always were kind of terrified to tell people about it, because this is such a unique gift and it's like no one would get you. But this is saying you will feel so good just being out in the open, and when you're out in the open there is this world opening up. And I'm seeing a person who's standing in a in an empty space, like in a desert or something, but it's a very good feeling. It's like I am free and there is a whole new world opening up in front of me, and now I can be whoever I want. Now I'm not afraid. It's like you have shifted timelines, and you're a completely new person. And when you become that new person, other people arrive as well. Other people who see you, they're like, damn. And more people will see your gifts and your presence and everything. And therefore, more success and all of that. So you're really being called to look into that hidden part, to activate it fearlessly. I know it's very easy to say, but this is what has to be done, so you can shine your light. Don't. It's like you need to open the closet and your closet, sort of your soul's closet, and take off everything, like dig really, really deep into your subconscious, dig really deep into your shadow and see what was that, where have you been wounded in any way, and how can you now release those wounds? How can you now actively heal those wounds, and how can you now allow those hidden parts of you to shine out? because it will make you feel so overjoyed, it will make you feel alive again. And also your gift, I feel like people need it. This is very needed, you know. This is not, it's not just for you, it's for the collective as well, for the whole planet as well. So it's like your guides are like, maybe, you know, maybe you wanna not even, it's not like they're impatient, but they're just like, it's a waste to hide that amazing precious gift in a deep closet when you can actively use it and be of service to others, and first of all feeling so much joy yourself. Yeah, I feel like this is that amazing gift. It's like, I feel like your soul right now calls you to be reborn, because I see all these butterflies, and your soul is calling you to be reborn, to reinvent yourself somehow, to say fuck it to all the traumas, all the opinions, all the complexes, everything, to acknowledge that they are out there, but putting yourself first and following that, you know, following your bliss, following what truly will make sense to you on every level, you know. It's like it's time to become this Queen of Pentacles, and I feel like there will be rapid shift in your abundance consciousness as well when you do that. There will be shifts all over you. Again, there was this energy of the whole new world opening up. It's like your whole energy appearance will change, and therefore everything will change. But it's a good change. It's change that has to happen so that you can live from your sovereign purpose fearlessly. It's like, this is very calm energy. This is like, this is me. Yes, I am weird. Yes, I am eccentric. Yes, I am this, and I really don't care about what you think, because this is my truth. I am this divine child, and I can't hide it. This is just me, you know. I'm this flower that is blooming, and I don't have a choice, you know. And I'm not gonna really care about what you have to say if you're like initially very negative towards me, initially very unaccepting, initially very closed off to my ideas, to my beliefs. Yeah, like this is talking about the fact that you're sacred. There is something sacred about you, and it's like, let's not hide this sacred energy. This is if you want to find joy in every part of your life, it's like, I see a river, and it's like we gotta take off those old stuff so that the river can flow easily. Again, I see when you begin to express that hidden part of you, when you begin to show something weird, something that what truly makes you you to the world, this will change the whole game for you. This will be like a life-changing stuff. This will change everything, you know. This will really create such a strong ripple effect that all of your dreams are gonna manifest. You know, all the joy, all the abundance, everything you ever wanted, it's gonna manifest. You're gonna be a magnet for it, because you start to live from your truth, from your authenticity, and this is really powerful, you know. Yeah, and it also talks about intuition. Feel like if this is resonating with you, this is like a call from your intuition to go ahead and dive into that. Go ahead and dive into that endeavor you always wanted. To be fearless and just jump into that water of possibilities, and then you will be so proud of yourself as well. Such a strong feeling of, I am so powerful, I am so capable, I am incredible, I am unstoppable. So see, your next card is adjustments are required. So still some work needs to be done on your part, but it's like this is a very positive energy. Rest assured that when you make your steps, universe will return the reward to you 10 times more. So when you will do those 2 scary steps, universe will really, really give back to you in the ways that you don't see even right now. But know that you're about to blossom if you take this chance, if you take this if you make this decision to follow your truth, to show that hidden part, to show what everyone might think is weird, or might think is too much, or might think is it's saying take that step. Whatever it is that people think, it doesn't matter, because their opinions can change as well. And when they see you thriving, when they see you confident, when they see that you enjoy doing the things that you do, people may also pick that up, you know, and you might actually start something new, like a new wave. Maybe it's some sort of style that you have, like fashion or something, but there is really this push to go ahead and express it, go ahead and make those shifts in the consciousness. Realize that no matter how scary it can be now, in a few years you will be so extremely grateful to yourself that you have done this, and it won't be scary anymore. I'm being brought to like remember things that were really scary to you several years ago, and how do you feel about them now? Things that you have done. When did you last time did you got out of your comfort zone? Remember that time, and I really think, is it really scary that much to you right now? So that's what's gonna happen. It's like, I feel like you will win that battle. It feels like a battle. It feels like going against the grain. It feels like something you're not used to as much, but this is what will bring you so much fulfillment, so much. With this moon I'm getting, it will, like, your wildest dreams will manifest. Whatever it is that you always wanted your life to look like, it's gonna manifest when after you decide to look this fear straight in the eyes, when you decide to push through what your shadow self says, what your own limiting beliefs are, what society says. When you push through that, you create such breakthroughs, and these breakthroughs will change your life into something miraculous. into, like, if you want all of it to manifest, then it's saying take that step and don't be afraid, because this is the energy of your guides. I feel like they're watching you, and they're like, let's see what you're gonna do next, because there is also this strong energy of you having free will. In all of this process, you have free will. It's not like your guides are gonna push you out of the cliff. You have to do it yourself. So again, it's up to you, but you're being very, very strongly encouraged to show that part to the world, to make that step, to release the mask, to somehow expose yourself, or say what you think, whatever it is that it's for you in this reading. You're being called to actively take action and being fearless, like this Knight of Swords. Even I'm getting thinking less, not to overthink is important. Being in your head is very good, but sometimes remember that life is happening right now, and there is no turning back time, so don't waste it. Sometimes you just have to take the step without thinking 3 times about it, because time is important here, is a key factor here. It's like, don't live with no regrets. It's like time is going away right now, and if you don't do it now, in the future you will regret it. There will be some sadness, and it would be like, what if I actually did what I wanted in this situation, or what if I actually expressed my truth, or what if I actually pursued my passion, what I really wanted to do, or who I really am? What would have happened? Where would I have been? So don't go into that regret timeline. Don't even go there. It's like you're at the crossroads, you have a choice, and you're being watched right now. It's like you're capable, you're actually even more powerful than what holds you back, because of your gift, because of your inner strength. I feel like you're not like a wimp. I don't think so. That's why your guides are like, damn, it's a waste, man. It's like it's time to shine. It's time to show yourself to the world, and not really caring about what ifs, about whatever it is that is holding you back from making that step. Maybe even being a bit reckless here would be good for you, but don't waste it. Don't waste the chance, don't waste the time. You're gonna be overjoyed, man. You're gonna be so proud of yourself, and you won't care about anything. If you will take that step, this will be a huge, huge sign to the universe that you're ready to live your dream life. You're ready to go full force, that you're not playing around, that you actually want to live the best life that you came to live here, and not to be stuck in illusions, So take that step, really. So I feel like that's it for group number 1. This was a bit off topic, but I'm just a messenger. I delivered what I had to deliver, what I felt like needs to be said here, what I was being brought to. So if that helped, you can leave a like, you can comment, share, subscribe, show your appreciation, and I'll see you next time, and I wish you luck in this process, because you can do it, really. Everyone can, you know, no one is better than the other. If some people can do this kind of steps, then you can do it as well. So have a beautiful day ahead, and bye. Hi, group number 2, welcome to your reading. So let's see, what are your hidden traits, what are the things that you may not see about yourself, or things that are hidden from you, anything that will come through, because I'm doing you last and each group was really different, but there was also a very similar theme between every group. So let's see, what do you have? Okay, so right away, what's coming through is some sort of lack of motherly love in your life, or it has been like that. Maybe right now it's already good. Right now you already have like a mother figure, but what I'm picking up is a bit of a lack of motherly love throughout your life, whether your actual mom was present there or not. A lot of the times you had to hold yourself. I'm getting, like, on this image, you had to hold yourself like that, and you had no one to do it for you. You felt like you were alone. Yeah, it's like this a lack of unconditional love that I'm picking up on. When you really needed that, there was no one to provide it for you. I feel like maybe there is, because of that experience, maybe there is this part of you that feels like either you're not worthy of unconditional love, either there will always be something in the way of you receiving that unconditional love, or either you question whether it exists in any way in the relationships, either you... something about that, where you haven't received it as much and now you begin to doubt whether it actually exists, and whether you can actually provide it for someone else because of that, because you haven't seen much of it. I'm feeling this energy from your guides that they're saying that you're very lovable, you're a person who deserves so much love, and you're not supposed to be staying in that victim energy for too long. You're not supposed to be displeased in any way. I feel like, first of all, there may be a thought that no one will love me just the way I am. I feel like every group had some sort of insecurity going on. So listen to this, and if this is not your group, then this is not your group. But what I'm feeling is that some sort of limiting belief towards love, questioning whether your perfect match, or your perfect friend, or whether they actually exist or not, and whether you can be someone who they can stand with proudly, whether you can be the one who provides if you haven't received it as much. You may project a lot on people. Because you haven't received that love, I feel like it may trigger you when people around you hug or kiss or stuff like that. It may be very subconscious trigger. I feel like this is the group that has gone through a lot in this life, gone through a lot of misunderstanding, and I feel like people don't really know about this. I feel like most people, maybe one or two people in your life, or even no one really knows that you have been through this, that you haven't really been taken care of in a way that a person needs to be taken care of. I feel like not many people know that. I feel like people may see you as someone who plays the victim for their own benefit, but it's like you don't really know the better way. There is someone that will really see you for who you are. There is this very sweet, loving energy. I feel like this is your soulmate. They will really know you, know this deepest part of you that you haven't expressed to anybody else, and they will really treasure you. I feel like there will be this karmic balance going on where you haven't received as much love. You will receive it through another person in another time, sort of, where one period of your life you may be lacking that love, another period of your life you will be overflowing with it. There will be some sort of balance going on. I feel like you will be reborn as a different person. So something or someone will trigger that victim archetype to dissipate, or you will really begin healing that. I feel like there will be some sort of trigger in your reality that, or a person that will tell you, that will really push you to heal that part of you, so that you will work through this. You will work through your trauma and heal that part of you, so that it doesn't get in the way of you experiencing that love. Yeah, I feel like there will be some sort of, this card is very healing to me. There will be some sort of release and relief, some sort of, maybe you will undergo some sort of therapy, undergo some sort of healing, whether it's, therapy with actual person, whether it's you begin to work on it yourself maybe, or a person will help you, whatever it is. I feel like you will heal from that. It's not like that part will disappear. It's not like that part wouldn't be a part of you anymore, but you will begin to accept it the way it is and kind of set it aside, not let it get in the way of you experiencing the proper love and care that you should be experiencing. I feel like actually people will help you, because I'm seeing these turtles and I'm like, someone will maybe advise you something, or someone will see that part of you without no judgment. I feel like you will receive a lot of love in the next sort of period, in the next stage of your life. You will receive what you didn't receive prior. And I feel like that in itself, it was just like everything in our world. Every challenge is a blessing in disguise. So every trauma, every difficult emotion you've been through, every time when you lack that love, it was so that you can maybe share your story, or by your example show how important it is to have that in your life. By your example showing how much unconditional love is really worth, when, for example, when you raise a child, or on any level in your relationships, in your like treasured relationships. I feel like by your example you can really tell a lot, and you can see these people from a mile away, I feel like, who have been in the same position as you. Maybe you see tendencies in the way people speak, or something that resonates deeply when you see a person, when you see a wounded person like yourself. I feel like you will be a great healer, just by a healer. What a healer does, it's just acknowledging what has happened and making space for it, allowing it to breathe, allowing it to be released slowly, to heal itself. And I was even felt called to turn on the 5 to 8 hertz frequency, which is like love frequency, for this reading. But yeah, I really feel like there will be some sort of important soulmate entering your life in the next period of your life, whether it's a romantic soulmate or just a very, very close friend who will see you, who will see all of you, who will help you as well. This talks about the experience. This talks about the fact that you have grown from this. It's just talking about the fact that you have grown tremendously from this, and that you have seen how bad it can get. You have seen how dry it can get, how gray it can get without that love. And it's like now you can use it. Now you can use it, even just, it doesn't say that you need to become some sort of professional in that field if you don't want to. It's just by your example, by the way you live, by the way you will be pouring that love onto others, and saying about how important it is to be there for others, to be present in your relationship. That's already quite healing. That's already creating that ripple effect, or that magic, whatever. I feel like people will look up to you when they will get to know what you've been through. This will really inspire people to be grateful for what they have, inspire people to become better version of themselves. Yeah, this talks about wisdom. This talks about, also I feel like it talks about, in your case, the moderation of love that you have received. Moderation as in as in you haven't received much of it. You haven't been seen, you haven't been heard, you haven't been held. And it talks about wisdom. And also caution. I feel like you will see people like you. Again, you will really spot them really easily, and you will not let you will have the wisdom to not to build anything with these kind of people, because you know that healing has to be, or like they have to have an awareness about this tendency. They have to have some sort of awareness so that like the relationship or the connection or the collaboration can be built between people who are conscious and who are stable. I feel like you will spot that. And help them in a way. Help spread the light onto their wounds, maybe even by saying something simple to them, or asking something like, what do you see? When you look in the mirror, what do you see? And is it healthy to see that? Is it actually truth, or is it something that was created by your life's circumstances? So I feel like hidden parts that you don't see about yourself, your hidden traits, is actually wisdom and stability. I feel like you really think things through before, especially if you're aware of this tendency to be, of your mind and of your past wounds and how they have shaped you. You have acquired that wisdom at the same time, and some sort of intelligence, some sort of emotional intelligence that not many have. It's like I'm getting, this person who has been in poverty, who haven't seen much money, when they actually come into money, they will still appreciate it every day like it's a miracle. And they will treasure their food, they will treasure every new piece of clothing they're buying, everything. They will treasure the roof above their head. But many people who come from money, they unfortunately are spoiled, and they don't even see, because they haven't seen anything less than that. So you have acquired some really immense wisdom from this lack of love, and now you can use it. You can allow yourself, you can look at it as a strength, you can look at it as a skill. Being aware of how much love means, how much being there for people is actually worth. I feel like you're a kind of person who really treasures the small things. I feel like you really treasure even a good conversation, not necessarily with like close people, but even like small things in life. I feel like you really treasure it because of how bad it was at some point. Yeah, there is this, this heart chakra energy. I feel like your heart is very very open right now. I feel like you can really see people from a place of love rather than rather than judgment, you can really meet people halfway. I feel like you can really also listen to people really well. Because you hear, I feel like you hear in what they say, you hear their life stories. Like sometimes the way people speak reveals a lot about them as a person. Yeah, and it talks about love, it talks about community, it talks about being there for people, it talks about solidarity, having that open mind, no matter who you see, no matter who is there in front of you, you try not to judge them by the cover, but actually listening to what they have to say and what they bring to the table. And there is the strong message that you're gonna find your people. You're gonna find people who are worth you, who are in the same, who see you, who are matching you, and who will be there for you long term. And as I'm saying this, it's raining outside and it has become stronger, so I feel like for many of you it's a long time coming. I'm getting really this kind of soothing energy here. I don't know if it's your energy or is it your guides, but something about accepting things as they are in your life, accepting everything, seeing the bigger picture and feeling that it has taught you something, and it wasn't in vain, the universe wasn't punishing you. It was so that you would be aware of it. You would be one of the few people, I guess, who know what it's like to be all alone, or to feel all alone, even if you have people around you. It's like you have been chosen for this, so that you can help people who you come in contact with, to spread the awareness of how important it is to be there for people, to trust, to not to gaslight people, to see people for who they are, because it all returns to you. And I feel like you will be a bit shocked, but not like shocked, but like you will be very, very pleasantly surprised by the universe with how much love you're gonna receive from now on. It's gonna be balanced. Everything you haven't received prior, it's gonna be balanced out with how much you will receive from now on. It's gonna be like fortune will smile upon you. And it's like your heart, all the parts that have been closed off, all the parts that have really wanted to be seen, they will be opening up. Yeah, look, this is the period of solitude. This is the period where you needed to look yourself in the eye to gain the strength, the period of drought, the period of when there is no love, where there is cold, where you feel cold and all alone, and you have to be strong all by yourself, and you have to be wise, and you have to protect yourself, and you have to stay strong, and you have to, it's like very dark, very, very dark, but there is this very, very faint star that still tells you to keep on going, and you almost don't see it, don't feel it, but very deep inside of you, you do. And it's like, it's not just one day. Again, it's a whole period. It's seasons change, and somehow it's always like this. A very long period of your life like this. And now it's changing to this. This is like, I want to cry, to be fair. I want to cry because how happy I am for you, because this will change to this. This will change to, the whole picture will shift 180 from 1 to 9. 1 where you have been all by yourself, you have just been 1, and now there will be 9, which will eventually become 10. But on this new period, you will be surrounded by people, proper relationships, and proper, completely different state of being than what you've experienced. It's everything. It's your self-image, it's your mindset, it's your mood, it's your body, it's the way you speak, it's everything. Everything will shift, gradually be shifting. It's your finances. It's just a whole new life full of joy and abundance, but having that behind you. And this person is super aware of how it is to feel the cold of this world, to feel cold and dry. And this person is super inspiring and super deep because of that experience. It's like you kind of yeah, this is crazy. Okay, give me a second. Oh my god. Oh wow, this is so okay. So this is you sort of on this new path where you look at your life from a different angle completely. Not look at it from victim perspective, but you look at it from, I am lucky to have been through this because it has brought me so much, and now I can use it to my advantage. Now I can feel 5 times more than what an average person who has been always spoiled. And I'm not saying that this is bad and that everyone should experience this, but in your case, this is a blessing in disguise. And like grapes, so much abundance, where you really, when you can really write about it and let people know. And just write about it for yourself, write about it to see how much you have been through and how much you have evolved from this and how much you have grown from this. Like these cards, they're just everything I was talking about. So this is the scales that will balance. This is the scales that everything that winter of your life will shift to spring and to summer, where everything will change. And you will see this winter as a hidden blessing, and it will balance out. You will receive so much that you don't even, like, I see a lot of tears of joy on your part. Everything that you've been wishing for when you were alone, and even when you were alone, you were still, you know, the universe was holding you tightly so that you will survive that pain and everything. And everything you ever wanted, those dreams that you wished for, everything that hasn't been actualized, where you felt left in the cold, where people didn't see you for who you are, where people or even endeavors, because you weren't really seeing your true potential, you couldn't really invest yourself in certain things even, and it was like mismatch always. It's shifting to this Ace of Wands where you're revitalized again, where you're feeling alive, where you're making the best out of that experience. This is coming alive, coming back from the dead. That's what I'm getting. So this take time to breathe out is like, it's like energy of a long time period. It's like right now, breathe out, accept everything that has happened with you and just breathe out. Cry as much as you need, cry it all out. Accept that it has been so unfair, that why people can be born so blessed and other people don't have shit. I feel like cry it out, really acknowledge that. But just know that it's gonna become so good. Everything, where every part where you've been rejected, where you couldn't find what you're looking for, it's gonna be balanced with the things that are really worth you. So I don't know how exactly you will be using this experience, but I really get that even just by example you will be showing people, somehow showing people. I don't know, maybe you will be working as a volunteer in some shelters or stuff like that. I'm really getting that this is who you will become on this new path. This very warm-hearted individual who have seen shit. You know, these people who their presence is so uplifting, positive and heartwarming, but when you look in their eyes, you see that this person have seen crap of life, and that's exactly why they are so powerful. You know, they have been through hell and back, and that has made them this powerful, this radiant, that has made them choose the light and live in that light. So that's who you're gonna be. And you're gonna inspire people with your story, or anyone who you will come in contact with. Maybe you will work in a shelter, or work with children, or work as a psychologist, or work as a just meeting new people and sharing the story of how it's been like. So yeah, this is your reading. I hope that this has found those who needed to hear it. So I don't know, your hidden traits, I guess your hidden traits are that you're this inspiring, nurturing, incredibly powerful presence, I guess. This is one of your hidden traits, things that you may not always see about yourself because of that experience. If you like this reading, you may share, comment, and if you need personal guidance, it's available. And have a beautiful day ahead, and bye. Hi, group number 3, welcome to your reading. So let's see, what are your hidden traits, what you may not see about yourself very easily. Yeah, so let's begin. Okay, so let me see. what's coming through with this card. Okay, so there is this message, this obvious message coming through that you have some sort of psychic gift, you have some sort of unique gift about you. I feel like it's not like you don't see it. I feel like there is, it's like you don't, it's like there is this need to upgrade it, sort of. It's like there is this need to use more of it in your day-to-day life. There is something about your manifestation ability coming through, that you're more capable of manifesting your desires than you know. I feel like you're a very, very powerful conjurer. I feel like you know a lot more about the world than average person. Maybe sometimes it's kind of similar to group number 1, but maybe sometimes you don't really trust yourself that fully, or you don't really having all of those gifts, having all this very strong connection with another realms, but not being proud of it, or not really thinking about it as such a gift, you know. Maybe you're seeing it more as something that is in the way. Maybe you're a very sensitive person. Maybe you tend to see your sensitivity, your uniqueness, your quirky nature as something that brings you down, as something that is in the way of you succeeding in something in life. But it's like, what you don't see is that this is a superpower, you know. This is, your soul has mastered so much that it's insane, and 90% of people on earth don't have what you have. And this is what you have earned yourself. This is your gift. This is what you have created for yourself. And maybe this is also one of the lessons that you're learning in this lifetime, is that you need to appreciate your gifts. You need to actually see them as blessings. Yeah, sure, they do have their setbacks if we think in like 3D terms. If we think that maybe yes, you're not the type of person to work in an office, but you're a type of person who is walking between realms, because you're the type of person who who can create anything from thin air if they believe in themselves, if they allow them to do that, if they really focus their intention and trust in the process of co-creation. There is this topic about manifestation coming through, especially strongly in this one. I feel like you're a very powerful conjurer. Again, you're a very powerful manifester, and maybe you tend to get in the loop, maybe you tend to overthink it too much. I feel like you're such a powerful manifester that if you have some sort of limiting belief, if you're like, this will never manifest, and this is actually what's gonna happen, you know. If you have some sort of limiting belief about how your life looks like and how it will most likely looks like, you're such a powerful manifester that it's actually gonna be like that. There is this message coming through that you need to trust in your uniqueness more, and know that this uniqueness is a superpower. It's something that you can create miracles, literal miracles with. It's something that is not available to most of people, and I feel like your message for this group is that you're not a person of the matrix, you're beyond it. You're supposed to be beyond. You're like a 5D soul. You're not supposed to be average Joe, because it's not who you are. And I feel like you know it. But there is something that, since you spend a lot of time in a certain vibration around you, it's easy to get triggered, it's easy to get tricked by the 3D, when in all actuality I see with this that you can bring anything into this existence, anything of your wildest dreams, and much faster than you think, almost instantly. Yeah, this is what I'm here for. I'm here to tell you that you're a master manifester, and it's not just woo-woo stuff. I feel like you know it, but you may have some sort of blockage, you may have some sort of a limit to where your manifestation can be. I feel like you're a type of person who can become a multi-millionaire like overnight. And it's not an exaggeration, it's really, really what's coming through. You can do anything, you don't have to stay stuck, you don't have to stay in a limiting belief that doesn't serve you. You don't have to conform. And also something about creating your own path, showing your gifts, not hiding them, showing your gifts and using your gifts actively, showcasing your gifts and showing people who you are truly and what you're made of. That's something that's coming through. It's like there's these cards, next cards. It's like with this I was getting that you kind of see yourself as a page of pens, but when in all actuality you're a king of cups. It's like you lower yourself in some way, in some capacity, and it's not saying that page is bad in any way. It's just that you're capable of much more than what you implement on yourself. You're capable of much more than what you tell yourself. But the good thing is that I feel like the positives of it is that you have a very curious mind. It's not saying that you're completely shut off. I don't feel like that. I feel like you're a quite open-minded person. And that's why your guides or the universe, they want you to go on the next level of your manifestation journey. They really want you to excel in this life, and they really want you to manifest everything that you want. And it's gonna get easier. I'm getting this manifestation game is gonna get easier for you. You're gonna be even more of what you came here to be. But it's saying right now we want you to drop the limiting belief, drop the thought of how it's most likely to happen. Maybe, for example, you want to earn, I don't know, 5K monthly, and you're telling yourself, like right now you don't earn 5K, for example, and you're telling yourself, okay, this is most likely for this month, for example. Maybe you set intentions for the month or something, and for this month I will be earning 3K from my business or something like that, and it's saying, no, you can be earning 5K. Don't limit yourself. There is something incredibly powerful about you, and this is the true power, you know, energy. Because everything is energy. It all starts with the energy and then it materializes in this realm. So don't start small. I feel like don't put yourself in a box. Don't expand, because you may be surprised. You will be surprised how fast the results will arrive. Universe will respond to your expansive nature, to your universe will respond to your desire with the same strength as you put it out, or even stronger, because you will say with your energy that I'm not taking any less than what I actually deserve. Something about also finding your manifestation technique, what actually works for you. For me, I notice that when I do like a collage, when I do collage regarding, you know, my perfect career or stuff like that, or like perfect friendship or perfect relationship, I notice that everything manifests. Everything I write there, everything, because every phrase I really feel, and I add photos there, and I really feel and I really see myself having that, and this is what manifests. So finding something, some sort of technique that works for you the best. And I'm not saying that it's easy, it's just what's coming through here. It's like your vision is supposed to manifest. Your vision is supposed to become real. Things that you don't see about yourself is actually that you're incredibly powerful manifester. Maybe if you already knew that, this is just a reminder to you so that you don't get lost in the sauce. So you remember who you are in your core, you remember your truth at all times. It's like you're meant to be walking between realms, sort of. You're meant to be flying above the matrix, flying above the illusion, not being a part of it while kind of being a part of it. So that's who you're meant to be. This is a superpower again. This is something that will bring it to fruition. Will bring your dream life to fruition. And yeah, it says your dreams need a practical plan. Something about something about being practical, staying grounded in your approach. I feel like it mostly talks about having a clear vision of what you want to be, what you want to see, having a clear vision of what's it going to be like in the end, so that the universe knows. It's like you got to have this clear communication with the universe that this is what I want and I'm not taking any less. And not selling yourself short. Really thinking what you deserve, that you deserve to be infinitely abundant, infinitely loved, and all of that. Not selling yourself short. Having a clear goal and just trusting that it's gonna happen. And manifesting it in your own way, and having a lot of confidence in your abilities, in your unique abilities. Because you're not meant to be this average zombie human, that's for sure. You're meant to be inspiring because you achieved everything you wanted to achieve, and this is incredibly inspiring. Like you're meant to be such a strong force. Like you enter the room and everyone is like, damn, this is one of the most incredible people I've ever met. Yeah, it's like this card talks about renewal, reactivation, regeneration, activation on the cellular level, activation of your divine masculine energy. Power. It's like what you don't see about yourself is that you have a tremendous power behind who you are, behind your ego. It's like also this is your and I see 444 right now as well. So this is your like human self walking on earth. It's not like you're closed off. You're just this kind of curious page. This is what you're being like day-to-day life, and this is your higher self backing you up. But your higher self is like, incomparable. If you compare it with your usual self. And this is saying, let's merge these two. Let's bring more of this power, because this is power, because this is what will bring your desires into reality. And also your higher self has a clear vision. It's not clouded. It's not wishy-washy. It knows exactly what it's worth. Knows exactly the worth, how much it costs and stuff like that. So something about that. Activating yourself again. Remembering who you are. Maybe getting into that meditative state where you can remember who you are, connecting with your higher self, and having a practical plan and thinking about how can you trust yourself more, how can you trust in your powers more, how can you raise your standards more. Yeah, I mean, this is wow. Okay, so it's like this is your human self again, and this is your higher self, and it's like you're asking for the guidance, you're asking for your higher self to bless you with the power that it holds, And this is what you need to be doing right now. You need to remember who you are and receive that power from your higher self, and raise this, like this human, this yourself has to level up right now. This is what has to be done, because it's like it's time. I'm seeing, it's like your higher self says, I'm seeing you. I see what you're worth. I see where you are stuck, and I don't want you to be there. I don't want you to be stuck. I don't want you to be miserable, or I don't want you to be average. I want you to thrive. I want you to really remember your truth and your power. I want you to live the best life that you can at this very moment. I want you to remember what you have forgotten. And on the back of the deck there is a magician. This is what you are, truly. You're this powerful manifester. And this is what you should be. If you haven't seen the results of your manifestation, it's because you gave up on it somewhere deep inside. You gave up on it, and because you gave up on it, that's what has manifested. It didn't come to fruition. So you need to remember that the only failure that can be is giving up. You cannot fail at manifestation. Only if you say that this is not possible. So now it's time to be activated into your full potential. This is what I feel like. Now it's time to merge with your true purpose and with your true vision, and having it manifested in this realm. Merging the two, knowing this magician knows their power. This magician is fully aware of the energy and how it impacts all of us. It's like it's time to get out of this this slow and kind of fed up with it energy. It's time to get out of like waiting for your gift to arrive, waiting for your print to arrive, waiting for your perfect job to arrive. It's time to create it. It's time to say however it is that you manifest, it's time to say, I already have it. Seeing a clear vision of what it's gonna be like, and dropping this apathetic state by remembering what brings you joy, what brings you passion. And it's like this person is sitting in the house, and it's time to crack the roof for the divine to come into your life. Stop being hyper focused on the 3D and what you see in front of you. It's time to expand your mind. I feel like there is this need also to show compassion to yourself, because maybe things have been moving really slow, and there is this need to really be kind with yourself and say that everything has been worth it. Everything has been teaching me something. Everything has been so that I can stand right now from this present moment and be put on that path of my highest alignment. Everything was for this moment. All the setbacks, all the slow, like not feeling content with life, not feeling content with how things are going, everything was setting me up for this very moment when right now I can shift. I can shift the vibration around me. I can say no to the limiting belief and being a conscious manifester, having that conscious awareness of your thoughts, of your of the pendulum that swings, having conscious awareness of what others say to you as well. And knowing that all the forces are for you, you know, forces are working behind your back so that you're not lost in lower realms. It's like it's time to connect back with your wisdom. It's time to connect back, time to cut everything that doesn't serve you. Throw away also from the house stuff that doesn't resonate with you, with the vision that you have for yourself. Everything that is not in alignment with you has to go now, because we need some space for this fresh energy to enter. And it's like it's time. This is the very peak. It's time to merge the two. It's time to level up. And it's time to have a very clear head about what you want to manifest in this life or in the near future. And believing that it's possible, because you are this high priestess. Not even, I don't know, man, this is just such a strong message. Not even believing that it's possible, knowing, having unwavering trust in your abilities, knowing how much they're worth because you've been working for it for lifetimes. This is not what is given to everybody. This is your chance. Don't lose that chance. Because you came here for this 10 of Cups, however it looks like to you. You came here for this, and you're not gonna get 9 of Cups. You're gonna get your 10 of Cups. But we need to clear that blockage. We need to remember how powerful you are. Yeah, there is something that was, you were needing to like settle for less. I'm getting to be more realistic, quote unquote, but now you're really being called by divine, by the powers, by your higher self, to stop, for real. You're not a person, you're not an average person. You're a person who's meant to thrive, who's meant to always be shining, and who already has all of that, already, like all the timelines where you're already rich, successful, whatever it is that you're looking for. It's already here now. It's not somewhere else. It's here and now. Really feel it. And know what you deserve. Have that clear vision, clear head, clear plan. Maybe even talk to the universe. That's also the way to manifest. You just talk with the universe. You're kind of telling that this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do, so you support me. You provide me this. And kind of say what you need. And watch things to manifest, because this is what is happening. But if you will say it like this, and at the back of your mind you will have a thought that how the heck the universe will just will just grant me my wishes like that very easily. If you will have that doubt in your head, this is not gonna manifest. If you will be completely trusting that this is what I'm gonna receive, that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, this is what's coming through. It's like, don't waste your potential, man. You're capable of dropping everything that was before, to using that wisdom, use everything that it has taught you, but now it's like no more. Time to rise, really, time to rise, time to be in your sovereign power, time to be your best version. Probably some things have to go. Some things have to go so that you can emerge into what is meant to be right now. So don't be afraid of this tower. Feel like, ask for this tower, ask for it to strike, ask for it to strike you so that you can be reborn as this powerful being. So this is what's coming through. I hope you got the message. If you need a personal guidance, it's available. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you luck, and you can do it, for real. You can do it. If not you, then who? And also remember all the times in the past when you have succeeded in manifesting something. So see you in my next one, and bye. Hi, group number 4, welcome to your reading. So let's see, what are your hidden traits, what you may not be seeing about yourself, what do you need to hear right now. This is the third pile that I'm doing, and it seems like there is this recurring theme of kind of shutting away your gifts from the world, or like no matter where you are in that scale of hiding your true self from the world, there is something about that. Whether you completely stay silent about your gifts, about your thoughts, about your powers, and shut them in because of the fear of rejection and the fear of judgment and the fear of abandonment, whether you do it partially to a certain degree. I think in every group there was this topic going on, that something about not hiding in your shell, something about having this tendency to shut yourself off of the world. So things you may not be seeing about yourself is that you tend to reside in your comfort zone way too much. You tend to like something doesn't go right, and you tend to go back and deep inside of yourself and to shut your true nature off of the world. For some people it's a fear of rejection. For some people it's so engraved in you that you don't even realize that your true self is hiding somewhere else. Your true self is sleeping, and it's like It's like, do you really enjoy life? Do you really enjoy living like this? Or is there something that you really want to express but haven't had the chance to find the courage to? And there is this, with this prostitute, I'm getting that something needs to be exposed to the world. For some people it's your gifts, it's your psychic gifts that need to be monetized, that need to be sold. It's like you gotta get money for your truth, for your authenticity, and for your eccentricity as well. Something about embracing the eccentricity from within and getting rid of that house, or you know, your comfort zone, I guess. Also it says refusing to help those in need. It's like, it's not like you refuse to help those in need, it's like it's passive. It's happening on a passive level because you don't reach out, because you don't reach out to the world with your gifts, and therefore it's like you passively refuse to help others. Maybe you can, I don't know, something unique, I feel like something unique that needs to be screamed, needs to be shown more of to potential people who need you. It's like I'm getting some sort of unique gift. Maybe you, I don't know, maybe you know some sort of almost dead language and you're one of the few people who can actually speak and write it, and it's like there are people who want to learn it but you don't, you kind of keep this to yourself, and it's like this is passively, this is like both passively rejecting parts of yourself and passively refusing to help those in need. And there is this vibe, I feel like there is this need to find yourself and accept yourself for who you are, kind of make it's like I'm getting this is very like shadow self sort of. Your shadow self is very like secretive and it wants to protect oneself, it wants to protect itself, it wants not to be judged, it wants not to be rejected, right? And there is this need to merge your shadow self with your light and true purpose, and find this balance where you have the courage to stand naked in front of the world, where you have the courage to implement your gifts into reality. There is this need to open those petals, you know, open the petals of yourself so that you find joy and peace again. Because this, I feel like this hidden part is slowly draining you. It's like you kind of, you sit there and you are holding to the light, but it's like it's slowly applying pressure to you, and maybe you don't even realize, but in few years you will develop serious mental diseases, and they're like very slowly developing, and it's like we don't want that. So something about really stepping out of your comfort zone, really needing to express what you've been feeling. Even I feel like talking to yourself first of all, and really realizing what is it that you're really afraid of, and when did it all begin, and how can you work through it, how can you spread light onto that wounded part, but not let it control you, and not let it to kind of heal it. There is this need to heal those wounds so that you can emerge as a new version who has this immunity. It's like you're meant to have this immunity against whatever the 3D can, whatever the most people's opinion would be about you. There is this need to develop a thick skin, and when you will do that, you will feel such joy, you will feel such peace within and contentment that you have done it. Because I see that you are a very sensitive person deep down, and you are a person who has these crazy gifts or some sort of very special gift about you, and it's like we want you to express it to the fullest capacity, and we want you to bask in it, wear it on your sleeve, and not having this subconscious desire to shut it away. When I'm seeing a person who is in a social setting and this person looks different to other people around, and other people around are curious about this person, and they start talking with them, and they ask, what do you do for a living, what is your like hobbies, what do you like doing, and this person has really a lot that they're doing, and they're like saying some very basic stuff just so that they don't ask anymore, or not saying what's truly important to them, but just saying like, I don't know, just sharing a very small part of who they actually are. And it's not saying to go and, you know, expose yourself to every person that you meet. It's just saying that there is this need to start somewhere, and there is this need to accept yourself for who you are. Kind of sit with your shadow self and ask, how can I merge with you so that you're not bringing me down in my day-to-day life, so that you're not in control of me, so that you don't dictate the way I react to the world, but I actually use your wisdom. I actually know myself because of you. I know that I can be super sensitive. I know that I can be tend to go into my shell. I tend to hide. I tend to really care about everybody, and I tend to really care about what an average person has to say. And how can I accept that fact but still have a heart of courage, embrace that inner, you know, lion within, and being stronger than that, being stronger than I am right now. Where can I start? How can I at least do small steps to raise myself up? Where can I expand my comfort zone so that but in a way that I don't go insane. But there is really this need to begin opening up those petals and showing this nature, this truth to the world, and what you're made of, and what you actually think, and what you are meant to be. Showing this part to the world that is precious. Because you will feel more comfortable. It will be like gradual process usually, but you will get to the point where you can only show this and can only be this and no one else, because you're super balanced and peaceful within, and this very integrated version of you doesn't give a shit about what people say, because it's just so empowered that it really doesn't care. And this version has supporters, this version has people who value them, their truth, and this gives them incredible power as well. Because you can be this crazy person in our world without the need to. So there is this fear of shining your light. I'm feeling like also fearing success and fearing lowering your standards as well. So yeah, there is a lot to work on, but it's saying, especially if you listened up to this point, this is very, this is something that you can do. It's not, it can be terrifying, yes, but it will be so gratificating to you that you will just be so proud of yourself when you begin doing those steps, when you begin showing your truth. I feel like you wouldn't want this darkness to consume you. You wouldn't want to become a complete hermit or a complete disappointed person in this world, someone who is all alone. You don't want that. So it's like I'm getting this very calm energy from your guides that it's up to you, it's up to you to do this work or not, but you will probably do it because you're this pure being of light, and you don't want dark shit. I'm feeling like you don't want apathy, depression, all of that. You're meant to be this fish in the sea, and just being itself and having courage, but this courage comes so naturally. I'm seeing free as well. This confidence and courage, it's just so natural that you don't even think about it. But this is saying this is a process to get there. This is a process to get there, so don't expect that it's gonna be super comfortable doing all of this work, but it's gonna be so worth it. You wouldn't even recognize yourself in a few years if you actually decide to change. And this is saying you're good enough. You're good enough. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to embrace yourself fully. You deserve to shine your own unique light and feeling crazy good about it. See, it's like you're meant to be aligned. You're meant to live this joyful, sunny life where everything is amazing. And even if there are any challenges, you work through them easily, because it's like you wake up each day and you're feeling good, without any, you're just living without a mask, and you really don't care what people have to say, because there is a stronger desire to express your truth. There is a stronger desire to soak in this existence than living like this. I feel like when you will really become integrated like this will be just like a nightmare. The way you live or have a tendency to live right now, it would be like a dark dream, like post-apocalyptic vibe. Yeah, and it's like every day when you're aligned, every day is filled with inspiration, every day is filled with infinite possibilities, every day is filled with manifestations coming true. It's like you become this very conscious being, conscious aware manifester that can bring anything they want into the existence and shift their life 180. And it's like it becomes a completely whole new existence, and it's like you deserve it. You're good enough. You're meant to be like that. I'm hearing Ariana Grande. I've been through some bad shit. I should be a sad bitch. Who would have thought it turned me to a savage? So yeah, it's very cute. You're not meant to hide all of that goodness in your bag. You're meant to expose it. So no matter what has happened with you in the past, you're not meant to be this discouraged. You're not meant to be having this to influence your life in a very, having this energy to guide your life. This is meant to be strengthening you, not bringing you down. And it's like it's time now to shine as this King of Cups. It's time to build new foundations with a different mindset about yourself. It's time to build a whole new journey, and it's time to share your soul with the world and become the emperor that you're meant to be. Just building that life that you're gonna be proud of, that you're not thinking about how can you make that inner child of yours to smile. How can you be that adult that provides to your inner child, that is empowering your inner child, that allows the inner child to be the co-creator of your reality and of your thoughts. And how does your inner child view all of those tendencies to hide? Your inner child doesn't want that. So it's like now it's time to shine, and it's time to make them proud, and it's time to grow that apple tree that is not blocked by your own fears, that accepts just the way it is and just blooms the way it is, the way God created it. And you're meant to be very, very inspiring to people who come in contact with you, who are your audience, and meant to sit on that throne proudly. Sorry I got interrupted, so this ending may be a bit scrappy, but I think you got the message. I think you know what to do if you choose to. It's like there is still very much free will here. You decide how you lead your life. You decide. And it's not saying to jump off a cliff if you really don't want to, but being aware of this is already something, and deciding to change, deciding to step by step work through this, because this is a process. This will take some time, but it will be incredibly worth it. So I hope this is helpful. If you need personal guidance, it's always available, and thank you so much for being here. Have a lovely day ahead, and bye.